Hi, welcome to TalkBack. I'm really thrilled about this episode, partly because we're talking about a show featuring yours truly, but mostly because we're taking a look at a unique adaptation of a well-known classic, and also because I'm in this show. It's called Raskol, and it's an adaptation of Crime and Punishment, presented by Vintage Theater Collective. I know what you're thinking, and no, it's not super long. Playwright Kira Obolensky crafted Dostoevsky's epic tale into a fluid and concise play with music. Working on this play has brought up some new questions and challenges for me as an actor. When do I rely on the play alone? When do I pull from the source material? Also, there's another element in the mix, singing. Like I mentioned, this is a play with music, so that's something else I have to address as a performer. When do I sing? Why do I sing? How do I sing? We were fortunate enough to receive a visit from the playwright, where I had the chance to chat with her and my director, David Amaral, about these and other elements of the show. Take a look.
It's a play about poverty in so many ways for me, about what poverty does, and the themes in the book are probably the same themes in the play, which would be, I think, the ambiguity of morality, redemption, if such a thing exists, what redeems us as human beings.
You don't believe in your theory anymore. You don't believe anymore in that notion that there are extraordinary great men? How could you run away knowing what you've known then?
So the story explores how we changed when we're being watched. What do we think we're capable of when we're alone, and how does that change when we're in society, when we're connected to people?
We have was more than a bubble, more than a ping, described as hideous and ugly. What makes it evil? Criminal, I agree.
So the songs became a way, a digressive way, to get at some of that tissue in the book, that in particular Raskol's internal state, which really you couldn't get at otherwise.
The idea is that swarm the earth, the wealthy don't pay taxes, and the cash trickles down to the poor. Yes.
We're going to be in a small room, so it's fun to see the actors break into the song. It allows us a different way of expressing some emotions. I mean, it's a straight shot to feeling the characters rather than having them to talk about what they're going through.
So there's a lot of sound, I think, that gives this particular play its emotional swirl. Getting something, like you said, that emotional things. With it, I think the thing that has to be paid attention to is the effect the original source has on you as a reader. Great works of literature are conversations, and this is a great work of literature that I wanted to have a conversation with in order that other people could have a conversation with it.
So as a director working with both the classic text and this adaptation, I think it gives all the artists more to feed off of as a starting point.
In the original, the female character that I believe you're playing is so frustrating. She's a cardboard cutout is what she is. And I'm sure you have encountered that in the original, how frustrating it is. Now, as a woman and as a woman writer, the last thing I wanted to do was to perpetuate Sonia. I gave her, for example, a furious song because I thought, my God, she must be so furious. And we never see that fury in the book at all.
And there's this weird interpretation curve, I think, where I have to figure out how I'm going to do what he did with prose in a space with people and lights and music. And I think there's a similar thing for actors. I think they get to look into the text to find what might be fun for them to play. But then you let it all go, and you just forget it, and you say, what is going to play for the people in this room right now?
The hardest thing to do is to, after you've absorbed the story, is to let go of it.
Raskol runs March 15th through the 23rd at the Berger Coach House in Edgewater. Check out Vintage Theater Collective's website for more details. Along with myself, Raskol features the acting talents of Caitlin Costello, Matthew Deely, Amanda Jane Dunn, David Fink, Hannah Gomez, Mark Plonsky, and Joe Zero, and also the musical talents of Joshua Dumas and Max Wirt. Have any of you ever written or performed in an adaptation? What parts of the process were notable or challenging in some way? Tell me about it. Leave a comment on the blog, on Facebook, or on Twitter. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time on TalkBack.